Hello, welcome to Match Fishing in Spain. My name's Ian Brown. I think this is the third video we've done now, all to do with match fishing, obviously in Spain. Today I'm going to talk about licenses. To fish anywhere in Spain, be it the sea, the river, a small pond, a lake, whatever, you need a fishing license. It's exactly the same as the old system in England, where we used to term it a riverboard license. Spain is divided into 17 regions, very similar to the old counties in England. And each region, obviously it's a very large country, each region has its own fishing license. There is one license that you can get that covers 8 regions, but it only lasts for a year. You have to apply online for it, and you really need to be a resident of Spain to get that license. It's very complicated, and there's not many people get those licenses. We all tend to plump for the regional licenses. Now I live in Valencia, massive region. I could travel 3 hours in north all along the coast, or 3 hours inland, and I'm still in Valencia. It's a massive place, lots of water to attack, and God knows what. Now to get that license, they're all issued by town halls, so each town hall in Valencia will be able to issue a fishing license. It's quite a complicated and daunting process if, one, you don't speak Spanish, and two, you've never been. It's very difficult to understand how to do it. The easiest way to do it is a lot of the tattle shops in that region in Valencia, like there's one in Torrevieja where I live. There's a girl there who speaks perfect English. She'll fill all the forms in for you. You need a photocopy of your passport, your NIE number if you've got one, and the fee basically. You fill in the form, and she charges about 10 or 12 euros to get you the form. But bear in mind, she's got to go to Alicante, she's got to go to the town hall in Alicante, queue up, fill all these forms in. It usually takes, depending how often she goes, a couple of weeks to get a license, but it lasts for 3 years. Now all told, it's about 40 euros for 3 years. That's for the Valencia region. Each region differs. Some regions you will not be able to get a license for, virtually impossible. Andalusia, for instance, which is up towards Seville, we go there every year, fish a week-long competition down there. You can't get a license because their license is excuse me, their license is for hunting and fishing. To get a license, you have to do a 3-day course in Spanish followed by an exam. Obviously impossible if you don't speak Spanish. It's all in Spanish, so whatever. The way we get around it is a lot of places down there, like a hotel, it controls some fishing over there. They get us the licenses, like a temporary license for us to fish. So each region you need a license for. Murcia, which is only 20 minutes in that direction for me, you need a license for that. Slight different with Murcia is you also need insurance, personal liability insurance, for want of a better word. You can get this from insurance companies like AXA and people like that. It's about 15 quid for the year. The next thing we'll come on to, if you're going to fish any match in Spain, anywhere in Spain, you need to be a member of the local federation. So each region, I said the 17 regions, has its own federation. Now this is like, it's a bit like the old NFA in England, something like that, but each region has its own, although they do have a national one. This card enables you to fish any competitions, put a keep net in the water, all sorts of other things you can use. There's limitations if you've not got one of these cards, and to get one of these cards you also need to be a member of a local club. Now where we are, there's 3 local clubs. There's Abbey Anglers, Rod and Reels and Carperos. It's roughly 20 quid a year to join any of those clubs. They will get you the federation card, which in turn costs about 40 quid, but that does include, well, 40 euros, that does include insurance. So if you go over to Mercer, you've already got your insurance with this card. All sounds very complicated because it is very complicated. If you were just coming from England and you just rooked up and said, I want to do some fishing, yeah, you might get away with it, but the police over here are very, very strict. If they find you without a licence, they will issue you with a fine, and it could be in the hundreds of euros. We've heard stories of people getting the cars taken off them and stuff like that. That doesn't happen very often, but you will definitely get fined. You may lose your tattle that you're fishing with. So you need a licence. The biggest match that we have in Spain, I think, is probably the Iberian Masters. There's Steve Ringer won it this year. A lot of people from England come to fish it. Jamie Harrison, all the other top feeder anglers, because match is split into two. One's feeder only, fishing these SERPs rules, so you can't use method feeders, stuff like that. Natural baits, you can't use pellets. And then the other one is on is pole only. To fish this match, if you're thinking of, oh well, I might have a do at that, it's a 3-day match. It's €375 to enter. Now, the reason why it's €375 is I'm sure it will include your federation card so that you can fish a match, your actual licence so that you're allowed on the water, and all the others goes in prize money and God knows what. So that's a big event in Spain. The other place people probably go is the Ebro or Edbro, whatever you want to call it, 600 kilometres away from where I live. Full of big carp, full of catfish. Again, lots of organised tours over there, and they will all get you a licence. You cannot fish without a licence. I can't stress enough how, sort of important it is that you get yourself a licence. All sounds very complicated. If you've got any questions, if you're thinking of coming over here and want to fish matches, you're thinking of just coming over here for a couple of months, a couple of weeks or whatever, get in touch with us. You can put a comment in here on YouTube. You can contact me on Facebook, Match Fishing in Spain, or you can just send me a message. I'm more than happy just to answer any questions that I possibly can. I know I found it an absolute nightmare when I came over here. It took me a week to actually complete the form and about 4 trips to the bank, because it's not as straightforward as you think it is. You basically go into a town hall where there's all sorts of other people there. There might be 50, there might be 100 people there. You take a ticket, you queue up, you fill in a form, you then take the form to the bank, you pay your money, you then queue up again, and then they give you your licence. It is very, very daunting. So, I've been there, I've done it, we've got the ticket. There's lots of people over here who actually know how to do it, and we find it a piece of cake. So if you want a licence, give us a shout and we'll get you one. Thanks very much.
Keep on knocking doors, go place to place looking for